But you brought up something about Russell Wilson and why he's been struggling. And I'd not heard that from anybody. So if you could enlighten our audience on what you think could be maybe at the crux of Russ struggling in Denver.
Well, I didn't mean for it to be an excuse or anything. It's not. I just don't think enough people had context around what happened. So when he got to IMG before he started to go into the draft, he met a young man by the name of Trevor Moawad. And Trevor worked really in the cognitive thinking, behavior aspect of things. He's worked with Alabama and Nick Saban and Kirby Smart in Georgia for years, helping them players build this mentality. And he really worked with Russell. And Russell bought into it, hook, line, and sinker. It's a neutral thinking. It is about not allowing a semblance of negativity into your thinking at all. It's not necessarily positive thinking. It's just staying as neutral as possible. And I think and he bought into it so much that it almost seems at times like he's a simulation sometimes.
Yes.
And so that can be off-putting. That could be isolating. But Trevor, who helped me once I got out of prison, started working with me the way I think and the way I go about things. And he's a big reason why I'm the person I am right now in these last 10 years. He passed away, unfortunately, right at the end of Russell's tenure in Seattle. And they usually did their work in the off season, so they probably had all their work kind of done and ready to go that year. And he struggled, of course, his last year in Seattle with injuries. And I just think it was something that truly affected him. Last year, I think he just went so much over the top to try to be that way. It did look like he was a simulation at times last year. And I had some friends of his reach out here after they saw me talk about it and said this was kind of spot on. And you're right, no one was talking about this. Everybody was kind of, I get people throwing trash at him around everything and some of the things he's done, but I wanted some people to have some context around, and it was also a way to honor my friend who's gone, who did tremendous things for so many people, for Russell in particular, and for me in particular as well.
Yeah, we had Trevor in here. He joined us one show and, talked about positivity and talked about, being with athletes and how you get them ready for an upcoming season or a big game.